excited to do this next video because I started out with purses on my channel, and actually I am a bag lady to the core, so I'm going to do a purse collection other than Dooney. I did a Dooney collection, have about 4 bags over on that video. I'll link that below so you can check that out. And I'm going to do a part 1 and a part 2, I know, ahead of time, not because I have so many bags. You know, I do have, a couple, but I know how I yap, and I like to tell stories behind the bags. I was trying to stay on message. I know a lot of you guys are not here for that, but I think that's more important really than the bag, because I like the history of fashion. And at the end of the day, these are just things, and they're really not important, but it's the story behind it, the people behind it, the memory behind it that means that makes it fun to wear. So let's get started. So, and another thing, so I'm going to do this in alphabetical order by brand. So we are going to, bear with me. So we are going to start out with A. This is old school, y'all. Etinye Anye. Okay, I could be saying it wrong. That's the way I've always said it. It has the A emblem. I love that. This is old school for me, y'all, because when I was a kid, I almost told a decade. When I was a kid, I didn't care much about leather bags. I always did like a bag, but I'd go to Kmart and be happy and fine. And so I had a cousin that has, a good job, and so she would like wear these bags, this color, and so that's how I became aware of the brand. I'm like, oh, that's what a good bag looks like. And so this is the memory behind that. When I saw this bag at, believe it or not, Ross, I was like, that's an Etinye bag, oh how cute. Now this bag became mine. I'm going to talk and other stuff at the same time. This became mine around 2008 or something. It was right around the time when cell phones and all that, were, and the iPod touches, and then you had your iPod Classic, and so this was such a perfect bag. I will do a better close-up on it while I'm talking, because I know I'm talking entirely too much. But it has 3 compartments, and the first compartment didn't have any pockets, so that would be great for bills or papers or whatever. You open up the middle compartment, that's the heart of the bag, the meat of the bag, and it has 2 great compartments for a cell phone or iPod Touch, and then another big zip pocket. At the time, GPSs were just coming on, and so this was just such a great travel bag for me because I could lay everything out and everything had a place. This affectionately became known as the hot dog bag. We kind of have a history in my family of nickname and stuff, it just happens that way. And I actually tried to give this to my sister at one point during my bag frenzy. Okay, yeah, my bag frenzy years were 2010 to around 2012. I took a hiatus and went to watches, and then I came back in 2013 at some point to bags, and I'm back home. So anyway, I tried to give it to her so I could move some bags out and get some more bags, and she was like, no, it looks like a hot dog. And it comes like, And it did kind of damage my feelings about the bag a little bit, and I did try to sell it by other means, and nobody bit the bait, and I'm really glad, because this is a good bag. This is a good bag. This is that vintage glove tan leather that I am so glad I still have. I'm talking too much. This next bag, B. Barnbar. Actually, I think the technical word is bar plus bar, the way you're supposed to say it, but everybody just says Barnbar. Back in the day, about 3 or 4 years ago, not too far back, Helen Barr was selling her bags on HSN, and probably other stores, but that's where I found mine and would see her. I don't see her on there anymore, and I don't see her bags around anymore, which I think is a shame, because she made some really good bags. I got this during my bag frenzy in brown, in red, in gray, in yellow, and so I sent back all of them except for the red and the gray. Honestly, I kind of wish I sent the red back. Not because it's not a good bag, but I just having a problem wearing a red bag. But this is a great leather bag. The only thing I don't like about the bag are these rolled handles that are stiff and stand up. I know now to kind of stay away from bags like this. They're harder to store. I like things that fall down. And they are a little weird on the shoulder. But other than that, it's a great bag with an extreme amount of pockets. These side pockets, you go inside the bag, and it's like a shopping bag. It's so big and deep. And I love these 3 pockets. Oh no, it's more than 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets. A large slip pocket on the other side. I think the lining's kind of fun too. It has feet on the bottom, and it's a really great bag. Cute little keychain for decoration, and these side pockets are so handy for like cell phone or something. Great bag. Okay, now we are going into the age of B. Makowski. Remember him, ladies? You remember. He really got oversaturated on QVC for a long time. And now he's gone, and don't we miss him? You know, so be careful what you ask for. You just might get it. But I think he moved on to other things, which is fine, because he sure did his thing for about 3 or 4 years. He was really making some really nice bags, and I'm so grateful that I do still have about 3 of them. I gave my mom some, and then I had one that I'll tell you the story later. It didn't make it. The strap quality was very poor, and I know he had that issue on a lot of bags sometime, but the ones that I'm showing you have really stood the test of time. This is just a hobo cell phone pocket on the back, a big slip pocket in the front, and this just reminded me of, you know, back in the day when, you know, Mama was working and she'd pick me up after school, and, you know, or we'd get in the car after shopping, and she'd throw a bag, you know, over in my chest. Here, hold it. It was like a torpedo. It was like a bag like this, you know. So, ooh, heavy, thick hardware. I did think about taking this off because it does add a lot of weight to the bag, but it's so pretty and thick and chunky, y'all. So this is just a simple, you know, simple black hole, which, you know, it doesn't have any pockets on one side, but it does have a slip pocket and 2 cell phone pockets on the inside. So it's just a great, you know, little everyday bag. I love this brandy wine color. At one point I did give this to my mom, and she wasn't wearing it. So I said, okay, we'll give it back. I said, I'll replace it with something else, you know, once I sell this. Oh no, don't sell it. You know, all of a sudden, you know, the bag's her best friend. So I still took it back. No, so we're sharing it now. And I promised her I wouldn't sell it. So here it is, Mom. I haven't sold it. I still have it, and I still wear it. So we're going on to another bmac. This is a nice bag, y'all. Okay, something's going on with the scarf. Oh, okay. Yeah, I usually wear it with, you know, like a little funky scarf, you know, just to kind of class it up, because it's like poor woman's Birkin, you know. It's cute, it's classy. I get a lot of compliments when I'm at like maybe if I'm at Nordstrom's or what's that other store, Neiman Marcus, you know, I get looks like, what's that, you know. I don't get it with my other bmacs, but I get it with this one. This does have that kind of strap I don't like, but these are a little softer than the Barnbar straps, and it has a cute little turn lock, nice gold substantial hardware, and it has a sack in the center and a nice purple lining. I really do like that purple lining. This was a different genre of bags. I forgot the name he would call these that don't have the leopard lining, which I'm really not a fan of. All that animal stuff, you don't know that. So it has a nice slip pocket and key keeper, and they call this a hidden pocket. It's not really hidden, it's right here in plain sight. Nice chunky hardware, really liking that. And you open it up and you can put, you know, mainly paper, thinner things, but it's deep and it's roomy, and you can fit a lot in here. A nice slip pocket in the back for your cell phone. Very nice, classy feet on the bottom. The leather is wonderful. It's just, I really like this. I think this was the small version of, or the medium version of this bag. I know they have a bigger one, which I actually wanted the bigger one, but I found this at TJ Maxx. I was strolling the aisles during my bag frenzy, kind of near the beginning of it, and I'm pretty sure this was on sale, but if not, it was a very good price for this classy up bag. And my last bmac, boom, yeah, all right, well, that way, is this. I found this on clearance at TJ Maxx. And notice I'm not telling prices for everything because my mother always told me a lady never tells all the business. But I will tell you this, child, $50 on clearance. I had to get it. It was loud. I don't really like bright metallics, but I just had to get it. It has a cute little turn lock, and this extra, it's really decoration. It wouldn't make any sense to hold it by that. So you open it up, and it's kind of roomy. You know, it's a smaller bag more. I like that it can be used as an evening bag as well. You can just get away with it as an evening bag. And a zippered pocket. And once again, this is that other genre. You know, the upper echelon of his line had this purple lining. A nice slip pocket here for your cell phone, very functional, and another slip pocket in the back. Feet on the bottom, and it's kind of two-tone, but it's a subtle two-tone. It's not a jarring two-tone. Really nice. Really nice bag. Like I said, it's kind of loud, but once you get the hang of it, once you get kind of used to it, the loud just goes right out the window. Good bag. And speaking of evening bags, I'm going to end kind of on an evening bag with an Elliott Luca clutch. But it's not only a clutch, it is also a shoulder bag. And isn't this a pretty substantial size evening bag? That's why I'm going to go ahead and include it with my regular collection. It's kind of Chanel-esque. I mean, yeah, it's loud. It's everybody can tell it's not a Chanel, but it has that feel, and the chain shoulder strap is very beefy and substantial. I mean, it may look cheap, but it doesn't feel cheap. And I really love how this feels. I think there's another designer, something whiting, that really kind of has, I don't know if it has the patent on it, but a lot of their bags had this. And when I saw Elliott Luca doing this, I really liked this treatment of it. It's really, really cute. And I love that it's so big that you can fit, okay, the story behind this bag is I was in a wedding in New York during Hurricane Sandy weekend. Yeah. And they were like, when are you leaving? I'm like, oh, I'm leaving Monday. And they looked at me like, you're not leaving Monday. I said, yeah, I'm leaving Monday. Check your airlines. Bloomberg said, Bloomberg. I'm like, who's Bloomberg? Because by the time I left New York, it was still Giuliani was the mayor, so I didn't know who Bloomberg was. So the wedding went off without a hitch. I wore this bag, and the next morning, it looked like the Wizard of Oz. The sky had just changed. It was just so dark, and I turned on the TV, and there was Bloomberg. I met my Bloomberg because he was talking about do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. In other words, get out of town. So I think I was maybe on one of the last flights on standby. Finally, I mean, I just got out of there that Sunday, yeah, right before Sunday night. So I'm going to stop here. So the video's not too long. I don't want my videos to run too long and be a burden, because I know people's days are busy and they see a long count on the duration of the time, and at least I do. I'm like, I ain't got time for that, you know. So I will check back with you next time on part 2. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time.